Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Easter Monday, and we're here, well, in the woods, in the area of the covert spot. And Billy no mates, but Des has honoured me with his presence again. Jake, you enjoyed it last time, mate, didn't you? So you come out, and we've got another little friend, Rosie. Yeah, who seems to be okay with Baldrick. They had a little bit of a. I think that was just to establish a pecking order who was a boss, and it's definitely Rosie.
Sort of ignoring each other now, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's all right.
Just ignoring her.
It's a woman thing, isn't it? I think sometimes, and I don't. I'm not being disrespectful to all your lady viewers and that, but it can sometimes.
You were being disrespectful, mate. No. That was. No, I know what you mean. No.
Yeah.
Booty is the same. Booty is the same.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Blokes will know the score, won't they?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We just go, okay, just because we like easy life, so don't we? We're trained, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're verbalised into submission.
We're going to get into trouble with
We are. Anyway, swiftly moving on. Yeah, Dave with his romantic kettle. I like to get that in there, mate. He's getting the brews on there, mate. That's a little, what do I call that, scout cooker? Dave's brother does? Yeah, splits in half on that. Nice little bit of kit. Yeah. And I'm always surprised, mate, he don't really want a lot of dosh for them.
No.
Considering what work goes into them. But, you know, there you go, sir.
And then the other bit for the
Yeah.
frying pan, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's just, we got some sticks if you want, but yeah. Yeah.
She's ignoring me.
Nice one, mate.
Pucker, and
Rosie, come in the woods. Look at your little waggy tail. Rosie. What's that? She's a proper little rat, isn't she?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was over there checking in all the logs and all that.
Yeah, she's no stopping her.
Yeah.
She's got a bit of mange. She's going now, but she had a bit of mange on the top of her tail.
Yeah.
She gets that all the time, like this time of year. So I cut her hair back and conditioned her and all that.
Yeah.
And it's starting to go now.
But Baldrick, etiquette. No sniffing Jack and Danny, mate, because like she's not going to be happy with that, and she'll have a little pop with you. So I got a little grandma out there, little Bergen. And that's Shelter. Last time I was playing about with the old DBN, I've been full on work since then. I obviously the man if it's Easter or whatever. I quite nicely, I do get a loo day for one of the bank holidays, and this is a bank holiday. So that'll suit me when I want to go to one of the meets or whatever, have a Friday off. But yeah, in my line of work, people need support, and I was working the weekend.
Matt, water's ready, mate.
Oh, cheers, mate. I don't know. Is this kettle, is it Gaylord or Sissy? Sorry, mate, we was having a laugh, didn't we, sir?
Can I pour it straight in?
Oh, yes, please, mate. Yeah, thank you. You can be mother.
Oh my God.
But the dog seems to, well, no, last time I said that, moments later, they had a little fall. I just think that was Rosie was establishing that she's the boss, and Baldrick's just gone, okay.
Well, she keeps ignoring everyone.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful day, and even since we was here last time, Jake, you can see the ground floors come on so much. Like it was like a week, wasn't it?
Yeah, all the bluebells.
Yeah. Lovely. This is my favourite time of year, as is the autumn. Don't like it stinking midsummer because it's too hot. And when you're a fat bloke like me, you just sweat. And anyway, well, we're especially moving on because some people might be eating while they're watching my video. Yeah, no, nice one. Yeah, that sort of camouflage shelter I was mucking about with just before I went home. I've had a few ideas. I've done a little bit of cutting and sewing up on that, so I'll have another little play with that. And yeah, I've actually got a 4x3 silver-sided tarp. I only got a couple of bits on it, but yeah, in the order, just gone 20 quid, so I'll show you that, ladies and gents. Just want to get that out because I want to mark it up so I can put some doors on it. Oh, look. Pop a little rat. Des, is. Proper little rat, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, when she's in the woods, she's the boss.
What is it? What's it, girl? What's it?
Baldy, Baldy, come here.
What is it? What is it?
Baldrick,
What is it?
Baldrick, come on. She's on point. She's a working dog. Come on.
What's it? What's it, girl? What's it? What's it? What is it? I'll have some, mate. You're a good there.
Well, she's making a nest, mate.
Disgusting.
Oh, that's my Pathfinder
Is that
thing.
your
I put.
Pathfinder?
Yeah, yeah. Well, she's on a
Really
mission.
nice, you'll go for it.
Yeah, yeah. She's put on a mission there, mate. That's nice. Yeah, Baldrick, just stay away there. That's it, Baldrick. Get a stick, get a stick. But yeah, ladies and gents, yeah, nice one. And if I do anything interesting or slightly different, I'll obviously stick the cam on. I think Rosie's got a scent of something there. I mean, the tree's dead, but it's rather interesting to see what she's. Yeah, no, it's just filming you with me. Look,
Filming you through it?
yeah, she's proper, yeah, proper on a mission. Yeah, as you see, is that a bacon grill, sir, is it?
Bit of bacon grill, I love it. A bit
Yeah.
of spam. This is like a cheap version of it, but
Yeah.
I run out because I had some the weekend.
Yeah.
But I'll fry this up and then I'll do Jake's pancakes after.
Got his back. He's a growing lad, isn't he?
He's a
Growing lad.
growing lad, a boy he'll eat for England.
Very nice one. And you got Rosie there, just taking a nappy break because she's done a bit of digging there. If that tree falls down, it's your fault, mate.
Yeah, you know that, don't you?
That's a gorgeous dog. And we have Mr. Baldrick doing Mr. Baldrick does. So, just killing this stick, Dad. Just killing this stick. Baldrick, give me that stick. My stick. My stick. Just going to get a little way phone seat going there. And put my old burger and put my M90 Hammock swung up between the two trees. It's got to be a chill day today. Gorgeous weather, not a breath of air. Proper nice. There's Mr. Barley. What are you doing, Baldrick? Yeah, ladies and gents, just doing a proper bit of chilling down. Des has done his boys' breakfast. His boy's sharing some of my DNA because when he said something to eat, he goes to sleep, doesn't he, bless him. That's what it's all about, mate, yeah. A little chill down. Mr. Baldrick, yeah. And Rosie, the wonder dog. A little terror.
My mate Aiden, he's got a little like stunt bike. Goes like track racing. Just watched the video of it. It's good when he's bike.
I did that once. It was a challenge.
Oh.
Scared the monkey out of me, mate.
Yeah.
Some of the youngsters, you just think, oh, I probably did daft things like that when I was young and that. But I think as you get a bit older, mate, you just think, oh, hang on, hold tight.
It's silly.
Yeah. Hold tight, where's the brake?
Yeah.
Dad, it's Aiden Wellington. Remember that really small one?
Alright.
Small black mixed race.
Yeah, gents, I've made a couple of these, just going to send them out to people. Unfortunately, I don't have time to make them and sell them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes getting the material can be a bit different, but I just want to, a couple of people I've got in mind, I don't think I've probably ever set one up. So it is 1 metre by 150 across. It's either a seat there as you can see. Very lightweight, stick it in your pocket if needed. Always something you've got with her. Very, very comfortable, easy to set up. But the only difference between this and, as you'll see here, I gather it at the end, small channel, and it's got a little bit longer bit of webbing. If you wanted to make it a hammock chair, which is just big enough to sit on, I'll put two. I'll put one at the other side. But what I like to do, because it gives people the option, is to have a bigger channel. So you've got a bar there that will take your weight. You put that through there. It is very, very simple. A little bit of lash in there, bit of lash in there, and obviously you can either tie that onto the top, or just wrap some paracord around it, stick a stick through it. It'll give you some height adjustment as well, and it's the angle at which you set it up. It can be very, very comfortable, ladies and gents. So they're dead easy to make. I've done a video on how to make one. I ain't got the time to make them or sell them, ladies and gents, but it's easy enough to do. Little camp chair. Like I say, I've gold a bit of this material. It's nylon, but it's not like waterproof. Originally I bought it to make some tarps out of, and my SAS shelters. So yeah, that's it, ladies and gents. It's just hemmed up. But what I wanted to say was, there, you see where the bit of nylon's going through there, because I'll show you one set up as a hammock. You just pass your paracord, gather it. They always make that big enough so you can get your hand through, and Mr. Baldrick wants to get in. You want to be on the interweb, don't you? Right, come on in, Baldy, back. So you just put your paracord through there, and all you got then is a small hammock seat, ladies and gents. So it's easier to show you than it is to try to describe it. You'll just slip your paracord through there. So you've got the option of having a hammock seat, or if you've got a little bit of a permanent camp, or someone you always go back to, you can rig up a quick A-frame, obviously using deadwood. Mr. Baldrick. That's okay, sir. He's just a self-propelled teddy bear, isn't he?
Hey.
So I like you, Des. So I like you.
Oh, yeah, just chill out on me, eh? Why not? Hey? Don't start mounting your leg.
Where's Rosie gone, mate? Oh. Mr. Baldy. Yeah. And ladies and gents, so if you imagine the hammock chair you've just seen, there's the piece of webbing that comes out, and I always find, obviously it's got to take human weight. Carabiner, always keep with it, and to keep it simple, there's some knotted paracord there. It's attached there, and you just wrap it a couple of times around a tree. I've never known it to do any sort of real damage to a tree. If it would, I'd sleeve that. But yeah, everybody's got a bit of paracord. Do make sure it is proper paracord, not the Chinese stuff. And you just knot it, and each one of these knots you can slip through the carabiner, so it just gives you instant, and it's very, very adjustable. Don't get me wrong, if you ever needed a paracord for something else you could use it, but yeah, a little carabiner, human weight. And if you imagine on the other side there, you've got the wide loop. The paracord will just go straight through the material and then onto the carabiner there. So it doesn't need these things on both ends. And like I say, it will just give you plenty of choices and options. It's they're nice bits of kit, and just makes it, I mean, that is Swedish M90 camo, ever so rare. Again, got a little bit of that, enough to make. I've got a sit hammock which is smaller. Obviously, it's just designed so you can sit anywhere. And this one's, I think it's just 2 metres, so I can flick my feet up into it. One of my favourites, really, really loose. It's like M90 but parachute material and ripstop. Wish I could get hold of more of that, but I can't. But yeah, so obviously, just to the people concerned, that's how it's set up. That's the easiest way to do it. And again, if I wanted it tighter, I'd just pull it round a bit more, and the actual carabiner would go through that one. Dead easy to do. If it's KISS, keep it simple, keep it stupid. But yeah, as I say there, the longer loop at the bottom, you just push around through, paracord will come straight round and just attach to the carabiner like that. Mr. Baldrick, look, he's just got the biggest stick in the whole world. You enjoying that, Mr. Baldwin? Sure, don't you?
Not very bacony.
Here we see Rosie. Rosie the ratter. You're a proper on point dog, isn't she, mate? Don't switch off.
All the time, mate.
Right, ladies and gents, what we see here is, I think, a very nice acquisition. Found it at AliExpress. Since I've had it, I sent off another one. It's a 4 metre by 3 metre tarp. Really robust. Weighs 1 kilogram. I weighed it last night before I come out. Like I say, a 4 by 3. They come up pretty expensive in the order of 50 odd quid and so forth for your DDs and so forth. Do you know what? This is in the order of 20 quid. I think I paid 17. They've gone up a slight little bit. I passed a link around a few of the lads, and they've got them coming and so forth. You could not buy the material for the money, and I thought if it turned out to be like proper nap, at least I'd use the material for something. So without further ado, ladies and gents, there you see it. A lot of people like to see it in the old bag. So I've paid for this. I have plans for this, and I'll just stick it up. It's not perfect, so it requires a tiny bit of work. Anybody can do it. Just a proper, 4 by 3 tarp, silver sided, in a very nice green. Weighs underneath, weighs a kilogram or £2, dead on. Just need to sew a couple of loops on it. So just showing you this, ladies and gents. And obviously I'm going to show it next time you see it. It'll be like put up on a ridge line. I'm not going to insult anybody's intelligence by wasting your life watching me do it. That said, ladies and gents, one thing I do, always have it on my ridge line just because it's there and it's done. And rather than having it or not, when I'm sitting there watching the old ridge, I just sewed it round. The old pressure knot, I like, well, it doesn't matter if it's a different colour or not, but what I've always found is if it's a different diameter rope, it proper grips down. As we can see it there, 2 different ropes or diameters of string. See, I've got this one, and while that'll do the job, it does slip at times. I'm not trying to force that in any way, but when pulled that way, it will do the job. But I just think something I've learned over the time is to have one of a different diameter, and no matter what, it just seems to work. There's probably some science behind it, or the force of grip or friction, but I don't know what it is. But I always like to have them ready, just ready to go, and they're already on the rope as well. Here we see it set up, ladies and gents. It's something we've all seen before, so I won't bang on too much. It's 4 metres by 3 metres, in the order of 20 quid, silver sided. I'll show you. The actual construction of it is actually at the very top end. Got no problems with it whatsoever. The only thing I found was a bit strange, because it is sold as a sunshade rather than a tarp or that type of stuff, is as we'll see here, there was no ridgeline tie out, so I sewed one on, and I did that on the other side, and I'll bring it close up. And as this is a 4x4, if I ever use it for when I make a proper shelter, I sewed a loop on there, which I'll show you, and a loop on there which you can close, so you can close one side of it, close the other side of it dead easy, and you're just giving yourself options. Like I say, it's not sold as a tarp, but for 20 quid, a 4x4, well made, green, very sort of well, it's covert, it's not bright orange, or it hasn't got any of the stupid flash colours going around the sides. But I'll bring them in just to let you have a little look at that. A few of the lads have ordered them just on the strength of seeing some pictures. But yeah, as I say, I'll show you there, because quite strangely, because it's sold as a beach sunshade. Obviously, ladies and gents, you don't need me to tell you that you can obviously rearrange them up so a baker tent style, so that's up, and some poles underneath. I don't need to do that, but I'll bring you in a little bit closer. That said, I've just come out a little bit, and as you can see, it's quite a gap between them 2 trees. Even just set up as it is, a perfect little shelter. But yeah, for 20 quid, ladies and gents, you couldn't chuckle. And if it wasn't well made, 1, I'd tell you, and 2, I probably just wouldn't get it on film. Yeah, this is the one mute point, ladies and gents. It's worth 20 quid for the material, which I'll show you a little bit later on. quite a robust material. But what I would know as the ridgeline tie-outs, and I always like my ridgeline going underneath my top. I know DD do it where you hang it and all that, just complicates things. But it only took me like 10 minutes, and I just sewed 2 loops on, you know, at the apex, as you can see there. A little bit of nylon webbing. You can do that by hand if you haven't got a machine. Shame it didn't come like that, because I'd be like proper 150% raving about this for the price, and it's a good bit of kit. And like I say, you should be able to see it there. It's all double stitched, and it's all you know, nicely finished off and lined. Double stitching there. I've got no problems with the quality of construction, the grommets, the 3 eyelets along the bottom side, which I'll show you in a moment. So on that, I'll show you the other ones. And obviously, ladies and gents, obviously the apex is up that way, so that's halfway down there. There's one on the other side, and as we know, you can pull that in to make side doors, you know, just even using a bit of wood as a toggle. So while I was doing that last night, so far 1, 2, 3, 6 loops I've sewn on that to make it a perfectly very, very usable 4x3 tarp, as I say. I was saying that in the order of 20 quid. But the stuff, that the buckles and the straps that they do put on it are perfectly adequate. And I'll just show you them in case you want to buy one of these. Again, I've paid my money. You know, if you like what you see, go and get it. But I'm not trying to get anybody buying some stuff like. But when I come across something that's pretty decent, I reserve the right to show you. Right, ladies and gents, there's 6 of these. They're all the same. One on the floor corners, one at this corner, one in the middle and one at the other end, and the same. Like I say, the only thing it hasn't got is a ridgeline tie out. But yeah, nice webbing, bar tacked, reinforced again, and grommet if you want to use one. Yeah, it's nicely done. Love all the stitching, can't fault it. Nice mute colours, which we do like. And obviously, you know, you can put a little pole through that if you wanted, wanted to lift one end up. But yeah, what I will do is I'm going to bring the bag in. The bag's made of the same material, so I'll just show you what the material is like, because I think that's really robust material. It's not ripstop, but I'll tell you, it's kind of like at least 240 denier or something like that. It's quite on point, ladies and gents. But like I say, you get 3 of these, one on each end and one in the middle. That's a shame really, because if it had one of them at the ridgeline point, I'd be like 150% raving about this. It is a good bit of kit. I'm just pointing out something that you need to take into account, you know, if you wanted one. But if you want some silver-sided material for 20 quid, it's 4 metres times 3. You won't get it anywhere else, ladies and gents. So, ladies and gents, the firm's name is Flames Creed. You know, as I'm surfing the old AliExpress. Nice green colour. Drawstring bag, but again, it's exactly the same material as the tent, and it's a nice silver-sided material. Seems to be all in vogue at the moment, reflecting back a bit of heat, you know, and even on this, ladies and gents, just the way they've done the inside there, yeah, good quality. I've got no issues with this whatsoever. But that's what the material's like on the inside. It's a silver-sided material. And actually, even when I do that, I can just feel the heat being reflected back. Some people like the silver-sided material, some people don't. But there's a stuff sack. It does go. I've had it in and out a few times. It does go back in the stuff sack. So yeah, ladies and gents, let your eyes be your guide, as I always say. No skin off my nose. I'll drop a link in case any of you guys want to go and buy one of these. The only thing at the moment you'll have to do is just sew a little loop in for the ridgeline, which is dead easy to do, and I'm not really. I thought about actually filming me doing it last night, and I thought, you know what, I'm not going to start insulting people. Sew on a loop to just to make a really nice tarp. Even Des said, blimey, you're joking, and size of the thing, it appears to be bigger than 4x4, but it is 4x4, ladies and gents. But yeah, so sorry for me waffling on. Yeah, one nice little tarp. Right, ladies and gents, and obviously it's nice to sort of bring it out, show you what's what. Like I say, we'll need a couple of tie-out sound on that, but what I'd like to do is, I know some of these really expensive firms, they do a 4x4 and then just close off the sides. You know, if you're in a hammock, that's an ideal hammock basher as well, or tarp, is just work out where I'm going to put the third or fourth tie out. Mr. Baldrick's going in there for an inspection. So literally, as you'll see, I've dropped it down vertically and just pulled it in. So I need to pull this side out. You'll see what I mean when I do it, just to make sure it's marked off. So, right, Baldrick, come on, out of the way. Is drop that down, take that out there, so it's roughly central to the line. And I've got a piece of tailor's chalk with me. I did remember to bring a bit. Not going to be a perfect, but you get the impression of what I'm trying to do there. Just bring it down at an angle. And if you're on a, if you're using this i.e. on the ground, job done. You've got yourself some sides to it, give you a bit of protection. They don't need to close up exactly because you do want ventilation coming in there. But just for the want of like 5 minutes or so on another tab, I've considerably improved this tarp. So it's going to be roughly about there. Obviously, yeah, that's about right. And I'll do another tie out, so that one's there. So yeah, job done. And as you can see, I'll do it on the other side. I only need one measurement, so I'd measure that, so down, and do it all round. So for another 4 tabs, I've turned this rather robust, but not a lot of cost tarp into, top of the range one. Some of the companies, I can't remember the big flash names, but they want like 90 quid for, you know, one that will close up on the sides. And it's easily done, ladies and gents. And give that as well. Once that's dropped down vertically, I'm going to be using that with a bit of bungee cord and a toggle, and that'll do it. You don't need to have any flash zips or anything like that, you know. Bit of bungee shot cord there and a toggle, you know, pad it and bear button, and it will just, once that one's over, it will just close down. Yeah, so it's always nice to bring it out, get it down, get it roughly set up, and then see what's what, ladies and gents. You can do the old measuring at home and it's just not quite right.